we're gonna go to next week's list. If he's still here, where's Steve Harvey? And I looked over at the girl named Gladys. I said, this dude in here got the same name I got. She said, you about a stupid son of a Washington told me when I was a freshman, she said, all right, everyone, Steve, you wasting your time in college. You shouldn't even be here. Okay. And then I had the grades to prove it. Yeah, I looked at that first report card. I said, you have no idea how right you are. And she said, you missed your calling. She said, you ought to be somewhere doing something else. She said, I don't know what it is, but you ain't got no business in college. And she was right. I give her credit today. I talked to her about 2 years ago. She was married to my best friend. My best friend passed. And I was talking to her, asking her how her and the kids was doing and stuff and all. She was the first one who told me I didn't belong there. And I started thinking about it. And I was in college. I'd been following comedy albums, you know, Bill Cosby and all that, man. Mom's Mabley was on TV. I remember her first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. A black woman had never been on TV. She was a stand-up. She told that joke where she said, little kids, they tell all the little kids, when you're crossing the street, watch the light. Damn the light, watch the cars. And you know, back then, that was, damn the light, watch the cars. You say that on TV, whoo, them was beating on laughing. And that was it. I wanted to be in the business. And then I went to college and found that I wasn't a good student. And then I got out of that and I started working at Ford Motor Company, Lincoln Electric, General Electric. I sold Amway, I sold Dick Gregory, I sold A.O. Williams Insurance, I sold Dick Gregory Bohemian Diet, I sold Shackley products. Anybody that had a product, and a kit that told me I could be rich, I bought a kit. And I wanted to be rich. I was sick of poverty, so if anybody told me I could be rich, I sold anything. And I had about 10, 11 jobs. I got fired about 10, 11 times. And was writing jokes for a comedian named A.J. Jamal one time. I didn't know what he was doing with him. He just knew I was funny. He said, man, what would you say? And so one night, I was helping him write some jokes, and a girl was over his house named Gladys Jacobs. She said, you the one writing the jokes for A.J. Jamal? I said, yeah. She said, why don't you tell him yourself? He the funniest person at the comedy club. I said, comedy club? I had never heard of it. I said, what's that? She said, it's where he telling these jokes. I didn't know what he was doing when he just gave me $5 for writing a joke for him. I was making about $20 a week. I'm cool. You know, I was 27 years old. She said, I'm gonna come pick you up, take you to the comedy club next Tuesday. So she took me down there. She said, sign up for next week. I want you to watch. So I signed up for the following week. It was full. 9 people went up. I didn't laugh at nobody because I was sitting there thinking to myself the whole time, this is what they should have said. He should have said that. It wasn't funny to me. Audience was cracking up, but I knew how to make it funnier. They called the 10th person name and he wasn't there. And they said, well, we're gonna go to next week's list. If he's still here, where's Steve Harvey? And I looked over at the girl named Gladys. I said, this dude in here got the same name I got. She said, you about a stupid son of a That's you. And he said, Steve Harvey, come on up. I laid my chicken down and I ran up on stage. Never been on stage in my whole life. Never went up there. I said, well, folks, I don't know what to tell you, but I ain't supposed to be here the next week. And they chuckled. And then Gladys said, do some jokes you wrote. So I wrote some new jokes for A.J. Jamal. Hadn't sold it to him yet. I remembered them and did them. Won amateur night that night, October 8th, 1985, won $50. Went to work the next day, October 9th, quit my job with $50. Told everybody I'm a professional comedian now. That's a true story.